Epiphone 58 Korina Explorer, it's right there. Have you ever priced a Gibson Korina Explorer? How come this one's only $5.99? We're going to find out today, right here on GearGasms. Hi everybody, welcome to GearGasms. I'm your host Alan Barnes. Today we're going to be exploring the Korina Explorer from Epiphone. It's a lovely, lovely piece of kit. Of course, Korina is not a real name for wood. I guess the actual botanical name is African limba, which sounds a little bit like a stripper name. Nonetheless, I ordered this from American Musical Supply. They didn't have too many left. The new Epiphone Explorers, they don't offer this finish. I don't know why. I don't want a black one. I wanted this one. We'll do an unboxing. The unboxing is from the original one that they sent me. Had a cracked neck joint. And when you see how that damn thing is packed, you'll understand why. All right, all you millennial snowflakes living in your mom and pa's basement. You love the unboxings. It doesn't even say don't crush it. And as you can see, the box looks a little beat up. Attention! There's stuff in the box that you don't want to throw away, you pinhead. With the dumbest little bag, silica gel. Oh my gosh, we gotta keep this Allen wrench dry. What a glorious piece of kit. Now here's the thing. Not a problem to send it back. They ship it FedEx, but when I send it back to them, it's got to come UPS. Apparently it's okay for the shipper to hate that package all the way to your house, but if you're going to send it back, it needs to come back nice and easy. We're going to get into playing this thing through a Marshall, nothing else, straight in, just a little bit of reverb. We're going to go clean, crunch, and dirty. We're going to do all that, but first, the data. Epiphone 58 Korina, Pal Faro fingerboard, medium jumbo frets, slim taper sort of profile, single tone, 2 volume controls, 1 for each pickup. Hash shot, it's got the Grover mini tuners in gold, straight down the neck. The back, of course, is a veneer because there's no way this is one piece of African limba or Korina. It's only $5.99. Now some cleans. What song is it you want to hear? Probably need to raise the action a little bit. Switch to the middle, see if it gets any prettier. To be fair, that scrunkiness with that string there, it may be that it just needs fresh strings. Let's move on to crunch. Alright, that was the bridge pickup. Now just for giggles, I'm going to go over the amp and see if I can tweak a little more sizzle into this because it just feels kind of... Whoa, you don't want that to happen. Oh, strap locks. They're always a good investment. This has a funny pull right here. It pulls up higher at more of a severe angle than most guitar straps do. To be fair, these strings, although the guitar is new, they've been sitting a while. These strings are as dead as my sperm cells. I'm 90% sure that 95% of these tuning issues are the strings. GearGasms number of the week is 2. That's how many guitars Rudy from the Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids played in that band. Why in the hell does Rudy have a really nice guitar and all the rest of those poor kids ain't got squat? Their instruments are made of junk from the junkyard, but somehow Rudy saunters in playing this amazing guitar. My first thought is that he stole it, because that's what poor kids do. They steal things. But then I thought, it's got an R on it, so maybe it was custom made for Rudy. But then another part of my brain said, well, wait a minute, let's go back to the stealing it. Maybe his mom slept with Rick James after a gig, and when Rick was passed out, she lifted that guitar straight from backstage. Now, don't judge Rudy's mom for doing that, because if you know anything about Rick James, you know he forced her into all kinds of S&M bondage stuff, and she probably took that guitar as self-payment. This was before the Me Too era, so what else could she do? Don't you judge Rudy's mom, judge Rick James. Or maybe that was R. Kelly. But I digress. Rudy had a nice guitar, then he had a junk guitar, and sometimes the animators in the same song, one shot, Rudy's got the nice guitar, and in the next shot, garbage. Maybe the animators didn't give two shits about continuity. Maybe they did it on purpose. It always made my tiny little brain explode. All right, we got some fresh strings. Apparently that matters. Something about this guitar just makes me want to play some Southern rock. Holding tune much, much better. All the high notes with the extended cutaway stuff on a Les Paul, that would be a struggle. Wheedly stuff all the way up here. Try doing that bend on a Les Paul. We'll do some middle position with the same lick, see how that sounds. One thing that it kind of gets me, especially when I don't have my glasses on and when I'm playing standing up, my bad vision comes into play more. The dots on the side, not a lot of contrast there, because old guys play these guitars and old guys have bad eyesight. Neck pickup, and when I'm trying out lead on a neck pickup, I always want to be around the 12th fret, D, G, strings. I know if I like the tone there, I'll like it other places. A little bit of chords. wasn't really that muddy. I kind of like that. You know, a lot of neck pickups, they lose themselves with gain. Playing the cowboy chords, you don't hear a whole lot of the notes. It just gets kind of flubby. But that was actually really, really nice. Okay, same thing. Marshall Channel 1, crunch mode. Let's see how it articulates. Bridge pickup. Middle. Neck. Kind of flubby, unlike the high gain channel. Let's see how it sounds. Some double stoppish stuff. Middle. Probably like that better. Bridge. All right, let's do clean with the neck again. These are the fresh strings of Bel Air. Both pickups together. Bridge. Do the same stupid shit. All right, single notes, clean. Kind of ugly. Middle position. Neck. What did we learn today? We learned that American Musical Supply will ship your guitar to you as poorly packed and as cheaply as they can, but heaven help you if you got to send it back, you better wrap that thing up in my pillow and send it to them softly. We also learned that this Powell Ferro fingerboard is a little better on this one than it was on the Fender Jazzmaster, but there's some kind of coating on it that even now when I play it for more than 5 minutes at a time, my fingertips turn black, just like this here. It was made in China. I'm not sure what that is, but my first guess is going to be coronavirus. What we didn't learn is how in the hell Epiphone can make a guitar for $5.99 and it's made of Korina, yet somehow if you want to buy a Gibson Explorer or Flying V in Korina, it's going to cost you $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. We also learned that in China, they cut better nuts than they do in the Mexican factories. Not really sure why that is. Maybe it's because they're afraid of their bosses in a way that you and I aren't afraid. When you work in China in a sweatshop and you say you're afraid of your boss, we need to believe you. We also learned that if you use brand new strings on a guitar that's just been shipped to you, if the guitar's been sitting for 3 years, they ain't brand new strings. And furthermore, whatever the hell strings they're putting on them in the factory over in China, complete garbage, because that thing would not stay in tune to save its life. As always, I thank you for your time. Please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a few friends. Ring the notification bell so you do not miss 1 nanosecond of the complete idiocy that I produce for you week after week. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, do not tell your stepkids about it, but make sure you return here week after week for more GearGasms.